Yo, 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 yo. What's going on? It's Terrell, Hall of Fame, D-Line, TBKC, and all that sweet, 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 beautiful shit. Oh, man. Hot days of summer, hot days of summer. And I guess I've mentioned fasting several times. And people started inboxing me, well, you know, is it okay for the dog to fast? What are the benefits for fasting? Yes, it is very much okay for your dog to fast. Me currently, I'm staring at the clock because I can't eat for an hour. I fast every day. I only eat in an 8 hour period, and trust me, being 40 plus now, I can tell you I feel the benefits. Like, if y'all want to know, like even fighting through the injury now that I have good feeling back in my legs and everything, man, I go out and it's 95, 96 degrees. I'm going to be out there after these videos and I'm going to hydrate, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be out there and I'm going to run for, I'm going to run 30, 80-yard sprints. I have my, this is the only way I train. I don't recommend y'all doing that, but I have my full sweatsuit on, you know what I'm saying? 2 or 3 shirts. I'm out there sauna-like, but at the same time, I do have a gallon of water, so I'm hydrating like hell while I'm out there. And it's a dangerous thing to do, so I don't, I've been doing it for years, though. My body is acclimated to it. But even at, and I'm just saying this because, to give you an example of what fasting is like, for you and for the dogs. Now, when it comes to, like I'll do that and then 2 or 3, let me say today it'll probably be 3-4 hours later, I'll go to the gym and I'll do my shoulder presses and all of that stuff. And I limit my weightlifting now to about an hour. But in that hour, I get 100 sets off. It's almost like cardio. I super or giant set everything. So I get off one machine straight to the other, straight to the other. So within a minute span, my goal is to get 3 different sets in. So I work, I work. Oftentimes I might not get the whole 3 sets in, but by the time when the hour workout ends, I'll be up to 140 sets, But anyway, fasting, I noticed throughout the years have given me an extra energy boost. Like when I used to get up in the morning, I would eat a ton, I would start off and I would go at it, every 2 hours I would start eating. And I noticed that sometimes I would be falling asleep throughout the day. I would be very, very lethargic. And it had nothing to do with medicine or injuries. I would just get somewhat lethargic, even though I was in shape. And I would always attribute it to the training, how much training I was doing. And keep in mind, I was a lot younger then. And once I started reading up on fasting, I was like, let me try it, because I was getting a little heavy even for me. And I don't know, I'm at that age. I don't want any more muscle. I just want to stay in my 230 area and I'm good, But what I noticed, right, because those who follow me a lot, y'all know I do jiu-jitsu. And I train jiu-jitsu sometimes twice a day also. Well, I was in jiu-jitsu, man, and I started flying around and I was feeling real good. And I'm like, geez, okay. And this is right when I had first started fasting myself consistently, like a little over a year ago or whatever. And man, I noticed 3 or 4 days later, I'm like, geez, my energy level is off the charts. And I remember that it was saying that was one of the things, because your intestines aren't working as hard. You're burning fat, you know what I mean? Just stay hydrated through the process. But I have noticed that, on my cheat days, I won't fast. My energy is a lot lower on cheat days. My cooling process is a lot harder on days that I eat. If I don't have food in my system and I'm drinking a lot of water, no matter what the workout is, no matter what the temperatures or the intensity, I cool off a lot faster. I maintain, my body temperature. I feel good. Just put it that way. I feel very, very good. I notice when I eat, it becomes a stress. You know what I mean? A lot of things with the body is a lot different. And I tell you the truth, I notice the same results in the dogs. It's amazing the days that and when you fast with the dogs, right? Getting into the dogs, I'm like, y'all know, y'all like, damn, the whole video about you. But I'm talking about the correlations between you could possibly do this also. And A dog's diet is different because, of course, most dogs don't eat 3 or 4 times in a day. Most dogs don't. Some of y'all are ridiculous with it. But my dogs generally, I feed them once a day. Generally, they get their whole bowl of food once a day. And sometimes they'll basically nibble on it throughout the day. Some of them scarf it down as soon as they get it, drink their water, and they're over with it. But one thing I have learned as far as health, skin health, uh, cardiovascular health, the dog's just looking great, you know, is that if I fast them 2 days out of the week, everything seems to function a lot better. They're not as lethargic. They're not as like I say. I notice even things like skin issues. It seems like the immune system gets a boost from fasting, which is supposed to. I noticed that their stools are a lot better. I noticed that even the frequency of their stools is a lot better, which is strange. But I pretty much in the summertime also try to cut out chicken. I don't feed any kind of chicken during the summer. It just doesn't deal with my dog's stomachs well at all when the heat is up. I feed them a little more beef if I'm going to feed it. I keep them on their kibble, but I do give them the beef. But now how I would break down a fast is sometimes when I'm on schedule, which has been hard here lately, but when I'm on schedule, Wednesdays and Sundays are the days that they don't eat. They'll get a ton of water. Sometimes what I'll do is I have a little couple things with the aminos in there, and I'll put some extra aminos in their water, and they won't get that, they won't get anything that day, but they still get their basic exercise and whatever else that they're going to get. But I let them flush their systems out. Now, one of the amazing things that you will find out also as far as fasting goes is my dog's weights have not changed. Their weights have not went up. It hasn't went down. Their body's adjusted to it. Everybody looks really good, actually, really good. Nice and heavy, and the whole thing. The only dogs who don't fast is dogs that are pregnant. Dogs that are pregnant, especially, and you can fast a pregnant dog, don't get me wrong, but the last 3 weeks is so crucial as far as vitamins and that type of intake that it's a must. Now, if you don't feed them, they can definitely the puppies can definitely survive off the mom's fat and nutrition that she has in the system and how she processes that. But for the most part, you know what I mean. And you'll see, which is strange. You'll see the pregnant mothers sometimes fast themselves, where we talk about the female won't eat. And, I was asking, I've actually asked several veterinarians this now, and another couple longtime breeders. And, it goes back to the call of the wild sometimes. And, and they talked about how, they've noticed no real difference on females who are picky eaters during pregnancy and the quality of their puppies. And they say it may go back to the to the natural process in the wild, to where not every day was an eating day, and when they studied some of the like wolves and even other pack animals, larger pack animals, they found out that especially like the pregnant bitches or whatever it may be would take days to just rest, not really involved in a whole lot of eating. They would just go ahead and get their water, and it wasn't about going out and exerting any energy to hunt. And they even found out that even when a meal was brought back by the rest of the pack, the females sometimes didn't want any part of it. They would just go ahead and eat and sleep. So it's it might be some science to that maybe storage supplies are used, and you actually are which that is science, that if the stomach is not breaking, it doesn't have the food in there, the metabolism itself, starts to process other things that your body has stored, sometimes fats and different things like that, which may help with the supply. And I keep on saying may, because all of this is, something as far as science that I haven't dug deep into, but just going from personal experience, the whole fasting process, is a beautiful thing. You know, I still do like to keep apple cider vinegar in the water, and that helps with the bacteria and different things like that. On an off day, like I say, the amino drinks are great. Sometimes I get lucky and I get some coconut water, and I give them some coconut water and different things like that. But nothing as far as the food go. It's great to let the intestine, the biggest muscle in the body, get some rest sometimes, and flush its way, you know, all the way out. You remember that all of the toxins and the sickness that starts in our body basically starts in the gut. So, you know, clearing out the gut, giving the gut a chance to flush itself, you know, probiotic foods like sauerkraut and different things of that nature are great for our dogs. This process is great. I feel like we have gotten to the point in the States that we feed our dogs like we feed ourselves, which is way too much. One of the reasons why we are one of the most overweight nations out there. And it definitely attributes to, believe it or not, dogs get diabetes too. You see more overweight, unhealthy dogs than you probably should, you know. So it's just something to keep in mind, man. But I thank y'all for tuning in. I thank y'all for everything that y'all do and supporting. And I look forward to getting out there and meeting with y'all very soon. Until next time, much love. Peace.